Extreme Foolishness TV here. This is where I talk about extreme foolishness that goes on around you. I will be talking today about an extreme fool by the name of Henry Ruggs III, who plays for the Las Vegas Raiders. Well, I'll be talking about how foolish this guy is. He was driving while impaired, DUI. He got into a wreck. I will take a deep dive, but before I get into the story, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel and hit the bell notification so that anytime I talk about extreme foolishness, this extreme fools, you would not miss out. Well, Henry Ruggs III plays for the Oakland Raiders. He's a wide receiver. I believe he was the number one. He was picked in the first draft. But neither here nor there. You all know Las Vegas has a lot of drinking, smoking, drugs, partying, all that stuff. So people have argued and said football, NFL, and Las Vegas is not really a good combination. Well, we have begun to see the results of having an NFL team in a place that's nothing but booze, gambling, strippers, and parties.
Meantime, what we do know for sure is that Metro responded to Rainbow Boulevard just before 4 a.m. on reports of a crash. They later told us that 22-year-old Henry Ruggs was driving a Chevrolet Corvette when he collided with the Toyota Rav-4. That Toyota went up in flames, and the fire department eventually did locate a victim in that car.
Henry Ruggs III, around 3:40 a.m., was driving a Corvette. He had a female passenger, so you know he was drunk and on his way to go smash. But that begs the question, if you got all that NFL money, why are you driving drunk? Can't you just call Uber or limousine or limo, chauffeur, whatever it is? Why do you have to drive your car? And I understand some people got a fancy car. They got their Ferrari, their Bugatti, their Lamborghini, their Rolls Royce, and they want to floss it. Okay, you got a point. You paid $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 for a car, and you want to floss your car. You want to drive it and show it off to the ladies, to the fellas. This extreme fool, Henry Ruggs, was driving a Corvette. You ain't trying to floss no Corvette. It's a decent car, don't get me wrong, but it's not a car to turn heads at. Not in Atlanta. You ain't gonna be turning no heads with a Corvette out here in Atlanta. And I know damn well you're not turning no heads with a Corvette in Vegas. So he should have parked that damn dusty Corvette and taken an Uber or a Lyft or a limo. Now, because of his extreme foolishness, he was speeding, driving drunk, at least allegedly. He hit the car in front of him, a Toyota Rav-4, and that car burst into flames, and that person died. Now he's facing a charge of DUI, causing the death of a person, and reckless driving. Him and his passenger do not appear to have any life-threatening injuries. But why is it always the person who has nothing to do with it, who was just going about his or her business? Why do they have to get the short end of the stick? Now they lost their lives. The other driver lost her life. So I'm like, why? Just because this extreme fool did not want to take an Uber, driving drunk. Now he's putting his teammates in jeopardy of maybe not winning because they are relying on him, his team, the Las Vegas Raiders, and he's facing 2 to 20 years. And after that, they're probably going to hit him up with a civil lawsuit. You know it's coming. He's going to have to pay millions of dollars to settle with the family he just killed. That one is a foregone conclusion. Just because he's an extreme fool. And again, I always preach this stuff. One night of extreme foolishness could cost you your entire life. This heifer now may not play in the NFL anymore. He may face anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison. I doubt if he gets 20 years. He may get anywhere from 6 to 10 in prison. You kill somebody. His NFL career is over, most likely, if he goes to prison for 6 years, because NFL players don't have that long of a shelf life. All because this heifer was an extreme fool. At least on that night, 3:40 a.m. driving drunk and speeding in a damn Corvette, not even a Ferrari or some fancy car. You might as well take an Uber. Now, somebody has lost their lives. Thank God the female passenger he had in his car did not lose her life. This is extreme foolishness, man. Some of this players I don't understand. Like, I remember Errol Spence Jr., a boxer. He also was an extreme fool at some point in time. He drove a Ferrari drunk and he got into a single car wreck. He got thrown out of the car and he almost died. His boxing career was in jeopardy. People, if you got all that money, just take an Uber or hire a limo. Have a chauffeur and you can drink all the alcohol, all the booze you want and go home and finish the job and get laid. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. Appreciate you guys for watching. For the support, my day one subscribers, I appreciate you guys. If you're new to this channel and you're a new subscriber, I appreciate you too. Let's work together to get rid of extreme foolishness. Thank you very much once again for watching. Don't drink and drive. Uber instead of driving drunk. And most importantly, say no to extreme foolishness.